Alright folks, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is I'm answering questions that I've gotten via email on bears. So this is the bear edition. Follow along. Okay, welcome back everybody. If this is your first time watching, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Continue to follow the Adirondack adventures on my kayak, truck camping, RV camping, a little bit of hiking thrown in there. Anyways, the number one question I get asked from a lot of you that watch my channel is, aren't you scared of bears? I get, how do you handle bears? Am I scared of bears? Will a bear attack me in my truck? Alright, so I'm going to answer this very easily. So a lot of people aren't familiar with what type of bear is in the Adirondacks. Anyways, there's only one type of bear, and that's a black bear. There is no grizzly bears, there is no brown bears, there's no polar bears, there's no panda bears, there's no care bears, there's no Winnie the Pooh bears. There's only black bears. Now, are black bears aggressive? Occasionally they get that way, but more or less they're more curious than anything else. The only bear that I worry about when on an encounter is a mama bear with cubs. Mama bear don't like it when you get too close to her cubs. She's a protective mama, no doubt about that. So anyways, there's a few rules when you camp here in Adirondacks that you should follow, especially if you can't camp. And that is, put your kitchen on the other side of your site from where your tent is, number one. Number two, don't sleep in clothes that you cook in, and don't put food in your tent. Other than that, bears are not aggressive. They are a creature of opportunity. They're going to come into your site looking for an easy meal. Now, a quick story of what happened last year. We had a couple from New York City that came to the Adirondacks. They spent, I don't know, it was 20-some dollars on a steak, brought it to their site, and put the steak on their site, hoping a bear was going to come in. They wanted to see a bear. Obviously, they don't know bears. A black bear's 80% of their diet is vegetation. They do eat meat, but they're more of a vegetation. They would have been better off buying a 99-cent bag of marshmallows, because bears love freaking marshmallows. When I was a kid, we used to go, there used to be a dump off of Route 56 near Colton, in between Route 3 and South Colton. And we used to go up there when I was a kid. And I used to sit on the hood of my dad's truck, and we used to watch the bears at this dump. And there was a few times we actually took marshmallows and threw them out to the bears, and the bears just, they would love it. They loved marshmallows. Ask anyone who lives in Old Forge. If you camp in Old Forge, you're most likely to see a bear, because the campground is full of opportunities. That's all it is. The Old Forge RV Resort, and next to the Water Safari in Old Forge, is they have bears all over the place. They are not, speaking of, they are not dangerous. I wouldn't approach them, I wouldn't poke them around or anything, but all they are looking for is easy meals. So people ask, are you scared? I'm not scared of bears, but I respect them. I know what their capabilities are. So I'm actually going to do what I do when I come across a bear. Scenario number one, I come across a bear. I'm walking down the trail, and a big old 400-pound bear and I cross paths. He's 400 pounds for a reason, all right? So normally what I do, and this is exactly how I handle it, I'll say, boy, you're a big boy. Yeah, Nice to greet you. Nice to see you. You just keep walking your way, and I'll just keep walking my way, and each one of us will have a wonderful day. That's exactly what I'm doing. As you notice, I'm backing up. I'm not running. I'm not turning my back to them. And I'm being calm. I'm not screaming. I'm not panicking. I'm not doing any of that. Just backing up, letting them have his space, get out of it. Scenario number 2 is the worst scenario. And that is a mama bear and cubs. I'm paddling along in my kayak, and I come around a peninsula, and in the shallows of the water, there's 2 cubs playing around in the water, and there's mama bear. I'm a freaking sitting duck in my kayak. I can't go anywhere. All I have to do is go, hey, mama, 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 mama. It's all right. It's all right. I mean no harm. I mean no harm. And I paddle, and I back paddle out. Same thing on a trail. You want to get away from the mama bear. She can cover a lot of ground real quick. One of the questions I got thrown at me was, can't you outrun them? No. A bear can run 25 to 30 miles an hour. The fastest human, I think, can run 24 miles an hour, and I am not the fastest human. We do have a joke up here, you just got to be faster than the next person. So, but we don't run from bears. We back away from them. Tell mama bear, back away. Mama bear, you're doing good. You're a good mama. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm just going to go this way. That's exactly how you handle it. You just want to back away. Scenario number 3. And this is the one that most people run into. A juvie bear. A juvie bear, they're curious. They haven't had a lot of experience coming into campsites, meeting up with people. So they're not sure what to do, and you're not sure what they're going to do. Bears that have had contact with people, as soon as they see you, they're usually gone. They're turning and getting the hell out of there. They don't want anything to do with you. But juvie bears are the ones that, they don't know enough yet to be scared of people. So these juvie bears are 2-3 years old. Usually they hang around with mama until they're 2-3 years old. Most likely 3, and then mama kicks them to the curb and says, get the hell out of here, you're on your own. We need a lot more human parents to do that. But anyways, that's a different story. So in this type of scenario, this is where 4 years ago, I got charged by a bear. It was a juvie bear, weighed about 90 pounds. You know, juvie bear is going to be 100, 125 pounds. And this bear weighed about 90 pounds. And it saw me, and it was kind of kept walking, looking at me, and I knew juvie bear, he doesn't know what he's into. So I talk to him in a calm voice, just like I am always, and I'll say, listen, dude, come on, I'm 250, you're 100 pounds soaking wet. Just go your way, I'll go mine. No need to do that. Just go. But because they're a juvie bear, don't know how to handle themselves yet, he starts to come towards me and then does what is called a fake charge. This is where people get in trouble, because when he does a fake charge, you cannot run. Your instinct is to be turn and go. You can't do that. Even when I had that bear charge at me, I took a step back, but then I went, no, go bear. And that bear actually stopped after it came about maybe 6-8 feet. Did a little hopping motion to me, running as it came at me. And it looked, and then kind of turned and walked away. And I said, and I yelled out, go! And that bear took off like a light into the woods. That's a juvie bear. Those are the bears that cause the mischief. Now, can black bears be aggressive? Yes, they can get aggressive towards people where they don't care people are there. They're just going to walk right into your sight. Most people get up and back away from them, and they don't care you're there, they're getting into your coolers, they're getting into all sorts of things, because a lot of them know what coolers are. They know that there's food in those coolers. So a few bear rules that you have to follow out here. Number one, I'm in the back of my truck. The back of my truck is open, has a tent in it. Yeah, a bear can come up, probably sniff around. Don't sleep in the clothes you cook in. I mentioned that earlier. Number two, no food in the back of the truck. Okay? You don't want anything to entice them up. So, and number three, keep your sight picked up. Make sure your food is put away. And in some areas of the Adirondacks, it's required to have a bear canister and hang your food. I'm not in one of those areas right now where I have to hang my food. I know there's bears here. There's bears all through the Adirondacks, even outside the Adirondacks. And for the most part, I have never had an issue with a bear getting into my stuff. Never had an issue. A couple times at the house, you know, once in a while a passing bear will, you know, you put your trash out by the road, the next morning you look out there and everything's tipped over and the trash is spread all over. That's one of the things of living up here. So hopefully this video will answer a lot of questions on bears. We only have black bears. They're not aggressive. They're more curious than anything. And bears that get up to be 400 pounds are experienced bears. They got to be 400 pounds for a reason. And they tend to keep to themselves. They don't really care to get involved with humans at all. Mama bears with cubs are to be avoided. Look at it from a distance, but if you encounter one on a hike, keep calm. Talk to Mama Bear, back away. Just do that, back away. And it's also nice to have a walking stick. This is my little 80K walking stick. And it's nice to have one of these because then you can put some distance between you and the bear. You know, if the bear does come on, you got a good poking device. Don't run. When you run, the bears like to chase. So, am I scared of bears? I am not scared of bears. I have a healthy respect for them. That's why I try to keep my site secure enough where I don't keep food out. And you just got to pick up and remember, carry in, carry out, leave no trace. You won't have any problems with bears. Alright folks, you watched all the way through. Thanks for that. If you liked the video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button down below. Continue to follow the adventure. And remember folks, tomorrow is no guarantee for any one of us. So disconnect from that Wi-Fi, connect to this out here. You won't be disappointed.